going on, my creatures of the night? It's a little late, so. But I'm still up, and I decided to make this video now because I am in the mood for it, and I'm going to do it. It's so late that I actually don't need my sunglasses, so good day. Or good night, actually. Um, Today I'm doing my top 10 favorite YouTubers. If you haven't seen my top 10 least favorite YouTubers, you can check it out. I'll put a animation or whatever. Whoops, breaking the fourth wall. um, yeah. Yeah, you can check that out on my channel if you want to. I'll put the animation, why not? So, yeah, let's just jump into things here so you guys aren't waiting too long. Number 10 is Rob Dyke. Rob Dyke is awesome. He does various top 10s on his channel, but they aren't like the top 10s I do. Like stuff such as top 10 most annoying people on social media, top 10 worst songs of 2015. That's the stuff I've done, etc. He does stuff more like top 10 disturbing photos with disturbing backstories, top 10 creepiest mysteries, and that kind of stuff. He's somewhat unfiltered, and he's not afraid to bring up the stuff that may disturb certain viewers, but he does state a warning to those watching at the beginning of his videos. I'm generally interested in horror stories, especially if they're real, and Rob Dyke has an awesome way of articulating his descriptions and backstories in his top 10 videos. He's also done like serial killer bios and stuff, which kind of interesting. I'm not one of those weird serial killer fandom boys or whatever, but they are interesting to watch every now and then. Number 9 is Coppercab. The premise of Coppercab's videos are quite stupid actually, but you have to admit, the guy knows how to make people laugh. His acting skills are pretty funny. Probably one of the funniest trolls I've ever seen. It's funny to see him flip out and rant about things in the most ridiculous manner. He starts yelling and screaming and hitting himself in the head and running around his backyard. It's quite comical to watch. His rant on wanting the iPhone 5 is a pretty funny rant. It pretty much depicts the average ungrateful kid who doesn't know what it's like to have nothing. He's mostly well known for his classic video, Gingers Have Souls, which is pretty funny too. I totally respect the guy for not being afraid to go out of his way, or go out there and to make people laugh. He's probably one of the most, he's a wicked troll. I know very few YouTube trolls that are actually good at what they do. So, yeah. Number 8 is Mr. Creepypasta. Oh man. Creepypastas are my absolute favorite form of a horror story of any sort, and have kept me entertained for many, many years, and Mr. Creepypasta is able to read them in the most bone-chilling, horrifying way. It's awesome, man. Remember the classics, Dead Bart, Ben Drowned, Squidward's Suicide, Jeff the Killer. These are all brilliant stories. They really bring out the element of fear and darkness in areas you would never expect. They're not your typical ghost stories or typical killer stories or anything. Stuff is just amazing, man. Again, I've been a fan for years, and he's another guy I have a ton of respect for. Number 7 is the Game Theorists. These guys are also amazing. What they basically do is come up with all kinds of theories that relate to video games, and they really go in depth and explain everything that proves that these theories could be possible. They really get deep into the roots of each video game and its theory as well. Some of the theories when I first watched them, I found mind-blowing actually. One of the most mind-blowing ones that I saw, like this was a while ago, the Majora's Mask theory, Legend of Zelda, stating that Link was dead in the game, and he explains exactly why the game might show Link's death. The theory that explains how and why Mario is evil. It pretty much runs through every Mario game and explains like every single attribute as opposed to why Mario is considered evil. These are always super interesting to watch, and I highly recommend you check them out, especially if you're into video games or conspiracy theories or anything like that. Number 6 is 10-second songs. He's known as Anthony Vincent, and he's an extremely talented musician. I'm always looking forward to his new videos. He takes a song, usually a popular song, and performs the song in 20 different styles, all within one song. He's done impressions on various metal bands, hip-hop artists, pop artists, and even some classic blues, roots artists, opera, you name it. He's able to perform and sing in all different kinds of styles, and like to be able to do that and to make a video and to create a song with like so many different styles, it takes a lot of skill. Being somebody who makes his own music, I know how hard it is to do that kind of stuff. I have a ton of respect for the guy, Anthony Vincent. Extremely talented musician, like I said earlier. Number 5 is Count Blaggeroth. This guy is awesome. He, like me, is very into metal. Mostly black metal, actually. His videos are always quite interesting to watch. He does all kinds of awesome discussions related to music and the metal scene, kind of like I do and kind of like CKN does. One video I really dig is his top 5 most annoying music fans or fan bases, something that I want to actually do myself in the near future. He also does some wicked videos showing us his CD or vinyl collection with updates to his collections, and he does various unboxing videos, which are pretty cool to see as well. Judging by his videos, he also seems like a really chill dude. He's nice. He seems like a really nice guy, and definitely like to talk to him or meet him sometime. Number 4 is Boogie2988, Francis, also known as Francis. What can I say about Francis? This guy's awesome. He's really able to do comical, like really comical videos where he has these rage moments and outbursts, but he really engages the viewers with these video clips. He also does a lot of stuff related to gaming and whatnot, but what I really find awesome about Francis is that every now and then he will break character and talk about a serious subject. His response to Nicole Arbour's Dear Fat People video, for example, is he articulates his own opinions on that video so well, and he responds to that video in such a professional but emotional way. He's an extremely intelligent guy, and he really speaks from the heart when he's not in character. He's a very, very nice guy, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for him. I hope one day him and I encounter each other at some point in life. I would love to have a chat with him sometime. He seems like a really chill guy. Number 3 is Wrestling with Regret. Being somebody who is a wrestling fan, not as much as I used to be, mainly an Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era fan. I totally dig this guy. He also does top 8, well, not top 10, but top 8 videos related to the wrestling business. Videos such as top 8 worst wrestling theme songs, top 8 worst WrestleManias, and whatnot. He also discusses certain angles or time periods in the wrestling business, and he gives his own personal, in-depth view on a lot of wrestling subjects. He talks about like the Invasion angle, Macho Man Randy Savage's rap album, like that kind of stuff. He's also worked in the business, and he often gives tips on getting into the wrestling business and what it's like. He's a great guy. He's another guy I'd love to have a chat with sometime. Number 2 is Cover Killer Nation. The one and only Cover Killer Nation. The man who inspired me to do videos on this channel. I've watched Cover Killer Nation since the very beginning, from Son of a Light Bulb to Porcupine Theater in his old studio, to the Cover Killer channel that got taken down, all the way to Cover Killer Nation. This guy's really worked his way up in the YouTube universe, and he has never given up. He's from channel to channel. He's been making videos, And no matter how many views they got or how much feedback he got, he never gave up and he kept on trying. Uh, he makes videos more for entertainment purposes anyway. He's not really doing it to get big or anything. Uh, every time a new metal album comes out, I will always watch his review before buying the album or even checking it out. He's really able to explain in depth why the albums are so good and why certain albums are not so good. He also discusses various topics related to the metal universe. There's CKN Reacts, where he reacts to certain things that have happened in the music news and whatnot. He also does he does the top 10 worst songs on the Now albums. Those are always fun to see. And yeah, he does all kinds of top 10s. One of my favorite series of videos he did is the top 10 worst current musicians not named Justin Bieber. He was able to add truth, comedy, and awesomeness within those rants, and I have nothing but respect for Cover Killer Nation. He also talks to his fans, whether it's in his live stream, comments, or on his Facebook page, which is awesome. He actually is the reason why I have most of the subscribers I do on this channel, and I wanted to thank him for that. And I wanted to thank him for actually interacting with me and helping, and he's just a really nice guy. Glad to be friends with him, and to a certain degree. Number one is Nostalgia Critic. Nostalgia Critic is probably one of my favorite YouTubers, mainly because of his name. He does exactly what his name says. That's what I mean when I say his name. He's really nostalgic, and like his videos are very nostalgic, and they're funny. It's funny to go back to stuff you watched as a child and realize how bad or how good it actually was. Nostalgia Critic is able to show his anger, but add the element of comedy in his anger, and his reactions to various scenes in movies or TV shows are just priceless. I could watch them over and over again and laugh every time. This guy's an awesome dude who I've once again been a huge fan of for many, many years. If I ever do a movie review or TV show review, chances are it's because Nostalgia Critic is one of my other inspirations when it comes to doing YouTube videos. Thank you, Nostalgia Critic, for bringing nostalgia and humor into your videos for the entire YouTube universe. You're truly an awesome YouTuber. One of my favorite videos he did was his review on Bridge to Terabithia and how god-awful that movie was. There was also the Cat in the Hat movie review and how god-awful that movie was too. The one with Mike Myers. But yeah, his videos are super entertaining. And that includes, wow, we've been talking for almost 15 minutes, and that includes my top 10 favorite YouTubers. I've posted all these channels in the description below if you have not checked them out already or have never heard of them. I wanted to thank all of these YouTubers for years of entertainment and awesomeness, and some of them for inspiring me. Yeah, I'm glad I did this video. If you haven't checked out my least favorite YouTube videos, you can check them out, and I think it's my previous upload. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my Creatures of the Night. For those of you who've stuck with me for a good 14 minutes now, thank you guys, and have an awesome evening. Or day, or whatever. Rock on.